All right. The doc that was telling me to wait, he says he actually isn't going to be able to make it. So his loss. All right. No problem. Let's rock and roll. All right. Hey, welcome everybody to today's webinar. I'm really excited to have you. I want to thank you for coming. This is all about becoming a local legend for $1 a day, a crazy profitable practice method anyone can do in 6 months. Okay. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, why would you want to be a local legend? Okay. Well, here's a couple things you might want to play around with in your brain for just a minute. What if your practice was actually regarded as the best practice in town? Okay. Every town has this one cult following of every type of business, and they know that is the go-to person. What if that was you? Okay. What if you were so good and so well known that even people who were not patients referred you like, hey, you got to go to Bob, Sally down the street. They are the go-to people for whatever ails you. What if your practice grew like crazy and you weren't ever good at sales? Like you stunk at sales. A lot of times people have to compensate for, lacks in communication skills because they don't have the inherent credibility that you would have if you were a local legend. Okay. What would it mean to you? I want you to think about that. I want you to think, okay, I said in 6 months. Okay. By the way, notice that I said in 6 months. We're not doing get rich quick schemes. If you've been on any of my webinars, if you've seen any of my emails, if you've seen any of my stuff, you know that I'm about things that work. I'm not about guessing. I'm about getting in and doing it right. Okay. So if you are a get rich quick scheme kind of person, sorry, it's not really for you. Okay. It really is not. All right. Do me a favor real quick. Who's ready to go? Grab the chat. Okay. This is going to be a lot of engagement today. I'm going to share a lot of really cool things, and this only works for the people who are really engaged. And the best way to do that is grab the chat feature in the very bottom and give me a thumbs up, give me a whatever, a high five, I don't care, and tell me that you're ready to go. You guys ready to get started? Yep, there's a yep from Desiree. Is it just Desiree? Guys, let's go. All right. You're sending stuff to me personally. It's okay if you put it in the group too. People are fine with that. Thank you, Barbara. All right. Robert, thank you. All right, high five. Sweet. Let's roll. All right. So first and foremost, I just want to do a quick introduction. If you know me, some of you know me, and you know I do this every single time, but we got a lot of new people. So I want to just take a minute to introduce myself. So my name is Sam Carlson. Okay, I've been an entrepreneur, a lifelong entrepreneur, really, for 20 plus years. I like to say I never had a job. Now, that's not entirely true. When I was in college, I was a teller at Wells Fargo Bank. I lasted a year. They paid me very little and I worked very little. So I'm a terrible employee. Okay. But when it comes to owning a business and entrepreneur, I love it. I eat it. I drink it. And, I breathe it. Everything is great. So I have been in the niche of marketing for patients for 7 years. Okay. My story is interesting. I didn't actually start out as hey, I'm going to be a marketing guy for patients. I started out in clinics, learning how your practice is run and helping you make more money and helping you run more efficiently. Okay. I did that for 7. There's me at the UAC. There's Patrick Jen Temple, the back left there, handsome fellow. I like, us bald guys got to run together. Okay. I also had a top rated podcast called the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. All right. It's top rated. If you were to search Facebook Ads Podcast or best Facebook Ads Podcast, you'll find it there. I did that for the first 100 episodes. And then I left after that, and Phil, my partner at the time, continued on. And I left to pursue some things that will become more clear as we go through today's training. And I share part of my story with you. All right. I also wrote this book. It's called New Patient School, the how-to guide for converting more leads into patients. The longer you're in the game of lead generation and the longer you do this, the more tricks and tips and shortcuts you figure out. And so I decided to put them all into a book. And it's not long. I think it's like 100 pages, something like that, but it's very punchy. And very effective. And then also, my agency, the name of my agency is called Patient Stream. My agency is the only agency with a published case study in the chiropractic space. Okay. Now, I don't know if that's still the case. I haven't Googled it in the last 6 months or whatever, but we were actually approached by Facebook and they said, we really like the way that you guys do your marketing. We're going to publish a case study. So all of the data that you see on the screen was actually attribution data, which means they proved it. We didn't provide it. It's a big deal, meaning that is undeniable proof. All right, let's jump into it. So here's my goal today. If you're here, you read my email, you want to know how to be a local hero for $1 a day, but my goal today is something even more powerful. I want to give you a simple solution that anyone can do. I don't care if you have a 8-figure practice. I do know some of those, by the way. And I don't care if you have a 5-figure practice, if you're just getting your feet off the ground. Okay. This is a simple solution anyone can do. I want to end the new patient woes for good. And the woes, as we go through this training, will become very apparent, are largely due to distractions, to sizzle sales pitches, and to things that, quite frankly, are easy to sell, hard to implement. This is the opposite of that. Okay. And at the end of the day, I want to give you everything you need so you can have a practice other docs envy. They want to buy. And frankly, you never want to sell. When I say you never want to sell, the people in the room that have been in practice for a long time and just have been struggling up against the same bam, bam, bam wall over and over again, you know what I'm talking about. I want you to walk into your office on Monday morning and have a clear path forward. How does that sound to everybody? I know it sounds amazing, but grab the chat. Let me know you're there. Let me know that you are on the same page as me. You want to have a practice that you never want to sell. You want a simple solution to move forward. All right. So here's where I want to start. Okay. I want to really just nail this final nail into the coffin. It doesn't matter who you talk to. In terms of marketing your practice, every person you talk to is going to say, well, you need this platform, you need that platform, you need YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it is. They all tell you that you need this thing. Okay. And what ends up happening is you end up saying, well, I'm a doctor. My job is to, help people get better. And I was at a conference this weekend and I heard 7 different people say 7 different things. I have no idea which one of them is right. I have no idea where to even start. Okay. Well, first and foremost, it's not about all of the different things that work. We don't need to do 1,000 different things. That is dumb. Okay. What we need to do is this. Okay. I can run that thing on a loop forever, I guess you could say, but you guys get the point. The good news is instead of trying to do all of the different things, we're just going to focus on 2. Okay. We're going to focus on 2. And by the end of this training, you're going to see, okay, I know exactly what I need to do. I know why I'm going to do it. And I know why I never need to do anything else. I promise that to you. All right. So here's the 2 things. 1, we need a way to grow our audience week after week. Okay. The reason this is important, anytime you look at anybody talking about marketing, anything else, they always talk about your list, your people, your crowd, whatever it is. Okay. This is a very important thing. It's very vague to some people. It's like, well, how do we grow my audience? You're going to learn. Don't worry. Okay. And we need to do so without blowing out our budget. We can't just say, okay, well, listen, I know I need a list. I know I need people, but I mean, I don't have a treasure trove of money to get after here. So what do I do? What do I do, Sam? Okay. Don't worry. I got you. Okay. And then 2 is we need a set, and I say almost forget method to demonstrate your credibility so you can become a local legend. Okay. And I underlined that word demonstrate because that's going to be a key principle that you're going to learn today and throughout your future new patient efforts. Okay. That's you. And you're going to do this all for $1 a day. Got it? All right, let's go. So, and these are the different 3 parts that we need to understand in order to advance where we're at today. We need to know how to do it. I can't just say, all right, here's the thing. If I just gave you a tactic, it'd just be like that beginning part where you're like, oh, you do YouTube ads, do this, do that. That's not what we're doing. Okay. Part 1, your digital marker. Okay. Part 2, cultivating your following. And then part 3, your 1-2 combo. We're being a little vague for a reason. We need to make sure that we're not jumping ahead. All right. So part 1, your digital marker, the digital community you did not know you had. Now, when I got started in the business, okay, years and years and years ago, one of the first clinics I went into, which again, I started consulting in clinics and helping people with operations. Okay. And this was a long time ago now. And the first person that I was really, you need a little bit of context. I was helping him with this practice and I started getting pushed by the people that I was working with. We need help with marketing. We need help with marketing because situations like this kept coming up. I've been in practice for years. I can't compete with all of these new clinics or these clinics that really understand marketing. I can't do it. Okay. My website's old. In this case, this is a Dr. Dorland. His website was really old. It was pretty funny actually. And I'm just a dinosaur. I don't know how to deal with where I'm at today. I don't know how to get people. I've been in business, in Rod's case, 40 years, something like that. Okay. Now, as I was beginning my marketing journey, I really started to reach out to people who really knew things more than I did. I mean, when you start something, you don't know what you don't know. And so I reached out to to a friend. He put me in contact with my now partner, Jacob Morris. Okay. And Jacob Morris is the yin to my yang, meaning if I'm the sales communication in your face, kind of guy like I am, he is the behind the curtains nerd, understands how, excuse me, how everything works. And I go to Jacob and I said, man, we've got Dr. Dorland here and I don't know what to tell him. I mean, he's telling me a lot of things that make a lot of sense. There's a ton of clinics around here. They're beating him. They're taking his lunch money. He can't even get the people who used to be his patients back into his practice. So Jacob said to me, and it was really simple. Okay. He said to me, hey, go make some videos and I'll take it from here. I was like, all right, well, I didn't know what he was going to do with them. I didn't know anything about it. This is a long time ago. We all got to start somewhere, guys. And so what I started doing is we started making videos. Okay. We started making videos about, patients' testimonials, their visits. I followed a framework that my friend gave me, and I just started doing what I could. And I gave that information to Jacob. Okay. And what was really, really cool is something I learned, and maybe some of you know this, but those of you who don't, this is going to be a really, really cool thing that you didn't know. All of these digital assets, okay, videos like this, they leave digital fingerprints. Okay. Let me try and simplify things. Who's seen this movie, Eagle Eye? Give me a yes, I've seen it, or maybe nobody's seen it. It's funny because whenever I ask people if they've seen it, they'll go, no, I haven't seen it. I thought this was a big blockbuster kind of movie. But who has seen this movie, Eagle Eye? Yes. All right. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So the point, nope, you haven't seen it. Okay. You got to go see it. Go find it on Netflix or wherever it's at. It's a great movie. Okay. But I'm not just telling you to go watch movies. That's not what you're here for. You want to know why I'm doing this. So this movie, Eagle Eye, Shia LaBeouf, and I don't know her name, but Shia LaBeouf is a character in this movie, and he is involved in this conflict where he's got basically all of these computers. Everything is turned against him. His phone is a tracking device. His friends' phones are tracking device. If he goes into a restaurant and even he doesn't have his phone or there's a camera, everything digital is tracking where he is, and it's chasing him around, trying to basically kill him, right? It's a movie. And this thing is called the all-seeing eye. And it's this huge computer that uses every digital asset to track what you're doing and where you're at. Okay. Now, obviously, this is a movie, and this movie makes it out like this is a really, really bad thing. All right. But I want to just what we want to see is, what if we could have something like this and use it for good? Let's not kill Shia LaBeouf here. That's not what our goal is. Our goal is to, find out what benefits are waiting for us by having this all-seeing eye. Okay. So this is your all-seeing eye. Now, your all-seeing eye, you may or may not know that you have this already. Okay. So here is what your all-seeing eye is doing for you right now. So one, if you have a website, your website can track all of the people. It's capable of doing this right now today, can track all the people that come to your website. Okay, that's cool. If you have a Facebook page, which most of you, I'm guessing all of you do. If you have a Facebook page, this all-seeing eye can track anybody who has been liked, seen a post, whatever the case may be. It can track all those people. Okay. If you've made videos like I did with Rod, okay, it can track all the people who stopped, watched just a couple seconds of it, or watched the whole thing. Okay. It can find engagers, people that, people that like your stuff, whatever the case may be. It can find all of your past patients. If you've been in business for 30 years, it can find all of those people with one click of a button. All right. And most of you have been running marketing campaigns, generating leads. It can, like, if you've got leads in over the past, call it a year, it can track all those people, and even the people who maybe they didn't become a lead. Okay. Maybe you ran a campaign and you got 10 leads, whatever. I'm just an example. You got 10 leads, but there was another 100 people that, yeah, they didn't opt in, but they went to that page. They were looking at it. They were curious about what you had. Okay. That is your digital fingerprint. And it's the best friend you never knew you had. I'm actually going to close one of these windows. It's getting in the way of me seeing some of what I'm doing here. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. There we go. That's better. Okay. Your digital fingerprint. Yes. Andy says, like iRobot. That's right, man. I mean, it's actually the coolest thing. And here's the really cool thing. You may or may not know this. It holds the keys to an entire community that you did not know you had, an online community you didn't know you had. It is absolutely, there could be thousands of people out there that is your community that you didn't even know you had. Okay. And this is where we start. Now, some of you have heard about this. Some of you are thinking, oh, wait a minute. I went to a conference, or I talked to my friend and they said, it's remarketing, right? Are we talking about remarketing? If you don't know what remarketing is, put a pin in that thought for just a minute. If you have heard of remarketing, this is probably what you're thinking. Listen, I'll just show them my offers again and again until they magically convert. This is such a strange phenomenon, you guys. It's actually weird. As an agency owner for the last 7 years, it is so weird that as a person who understands how these things work, I get a client who comes to me, a new client, somebody that says, hey, I was at a conference, or I talked to a friend that says, this is the thing. And they say this, they ask me this question. Hey, do you guys do remarketing? I think to myself, how would a person that runs a practice know anything about remarketing? And why would they care? Okay. It's kind of crazy sometimes. Now, it sounds like magic when you hear about it at these things. Okay. It sounds like magic, but quite frankly, it's a complete illusion. Contrary to popular belief, people do not want you to stock them and pitch them more. It is the wrong use of that tool. It is the wrong use of that technology. In fact, remarketing wrong, if you do it wrong, instead of becoming a local legend, you're going to become a local loser. I'm not even kidding. You can destroy your branding, your credibility by doing this. Okay. So if we look at good versus evil, you have this amazing tool. Okay. It's not meant to be used to stalk and pitch people. That's not why you're supposed to do it. Okay. So what's the good side of this? Cultivate these people, this new audience you didn't know you have, cultivate and nurture them. Okay. Because if you don't, you need to understand one really important thing. It takes a really long time to build up your credibility. A lot of impressions, a lot of video views, a lot of content. It takes a long time to do it. It takes a really short time to destroy it completely. Okay. This is a warning caveat. I know a lot of you have been on phone calls with people that, you know, probably do, in fact, know more than you do in the terms of, you know, marketing, platforms, pixels, all this tech crap. But you know what they don't know more than you? They don't know what the people are like when they get in your practice. Okay. They don't know that people get really bugged and come in your practice and say, man, I just kept seeing your thing. And sometimes it works out in your favor, but also sometimes I just kept seeing your thing, stop showing it to me, or they'll report the ad, whatever the case may be. This is not how you're supposed to do it. Okay. Here's the point. This is what we know right now. You've got an entire online community. Okay. You need something. Okay. You just need a method that does something with that community. Okay. Good so far. Grab I want to make sure that we're not leaving anybody behind. Grab the chat. Let me know. I'm going to grab a quick drink and we'll move on to the next part here. All right. Very good. All is well. Okay. It's okay if you guys message me directly. I don't mind. That's fine. Okay. All right. So part 2, cultivate your following. All right. So now you're thinking, all right, cool. I get it. I got this community. It's there. Rad. Great. Okay. Well, now what? All right. Now what? Well, we need a way to show them how awesome we are. Okay. Now, I think there's a lot of ways you could proceed with this. You're like, okay, well, I didn't know I had all these potential fans. Well, what could I do? Well, here's like a really outlandish, crazy idea. Okay. What, like, just put belief aside. What would it be like? What would it be like if you could have your own magazine? Like, let's say you had a community magazine. Okay. And there's Handsome Sam. Well, I don't know. My mom says I'm handsome. My wife married me for some reason. So whatever, we're doing okay, I guess. But here's my magazine. Okay. Breakthrough solutions for private practice owner, new patients in 3 clicks. There's an image of my awesome proven ads. That's pretty cool. You know, people would definitely know who you were if you had your own magazine, right? But I don't know. An entire magazine? That seems a little crazy. Okay. First of all, can you even afford an entire magazine? All the staff, all the writers, all the production, all the this, all the that. I mean, would it really actually be worth it? And quite frankly, right now, most of you are like this guy where it's like, hey, I came here to learn about a different strategy, not because my money's spoken for in other places, not to do all this crazy stuff. I get you. Okay. And even if you did, if you're like, you know what, I'm with you. Let's do a magazine. Maybe somebody will leave here today and start their own community magazine. I guess that would be cool. But you know, it sounds like a ton of work too, right? Okay. Not to mention, you're already busy enough. You got enough going on. Okay. And creating the amount of content you have to create to have a monthly or whatever magazine, good luck. Okay. You're running a practice. You're not here for that. Well, I guess this idea really isn't for me. You're thinking, oh, Sam's going to tell me to start a magazine. I think maybe we ought to just move on. All right, you guys, I did not bring you here to show you how to build a huge following just to ditch you when things were starting to get good. Okay. We got some cool stuff coming our way. All right. No, wait. In fact, instead of like this magazine idea where, yeah, sure, I like the idea of having this thing in print, people look at it, I'm famous, awesome. What if we just have like a virtual magazine? Okay, that would be way better. So that's what we're going to show you how to do. Okay, and what's cool about this magazine, it is easy to start. Okay, it is easy to start. Okay, it is simple to maintain. It doesn't cost very much. You don't have to hire a whole bunch of writers, staff, all this kind of stuff, whatever it is. It's good. You don't have to do all that. Okay. And by the way, what's even better about this is this magazine, because it's virtual, it actually knows how to find the people who are actually interested in what you do. That's kind of cool. Okay. And with it, what we're going to do is we're going to show them that word show. I should have underlined it. Okay. We're going to show them why you're the best doc in town. And we're going to do all for the less, for what less than what lunch costs you on a daily basis. Okay. So come with me. I think we're making our way kind of through this process. That's you guys on the right. Let's roll part 3, the 1-2 combo. All right. So here's what we know. We've got this audience. They live in our town. We're talking about a virtual magazine. It's supposed to be easy. That's what we know. But now we kind of just need a plan. We need something to do. All right. So here's what we're going to do. All right. If I could just make this really simple for everybody watching. First, a magazine has articles. Those take a long time to do. What we're going to do is videos. Okay. Videos are easy to make, not hard to do. And, that way we can just do them on the fly. Okay. We're going to demonstrate a lot of things. Okay. This is a demonstration economy, meaning people never want you to talk to them. Just don't talk to them. Just show them. Demonstrate what you're doing. Demonstrate your techniques. Demonstrate your tools. All right. And then we're going low production, high value. And what I mean by that is instead of saying, well, I got to buy a DSLR camera and hire a crew and this, that, and the other. No. People actually do not like that type of content. I know it sounds strange to you because you're running a business. You're like, well, I got to make high polished, good stuff. No, low production, just with your cell phone is all good. Okay. And at the end of the day, done is better than perfect. Okay. And then here's the big one. I can't tell you, if you're here, you didn't come again to just inherit a whole bunch of new tasks and things to do. We got to set it up once and then just have a look at it monthly and just have it really simple and easy to manage. Okay. Does that sound doable to everybody? Like so far, have I said anything where I'm just saying, oh no, I could never do anything like that? I guess maybe I've been overcomplicating it. Yep. Potentially. Guys, tell me if this sounds crazy. Are we on the same page so far? Grab the chat. Sometimes it takes people time to like go and pop up the window on the bottom there. It's on point. All right. You like it. Okay, very good. All right, cool. All right, now we're going to go from where we're at right now. So we're on the same page. We know what kind of stuff we're talking about. And by the way, I've got some really easy to do. I've got a 4-step process on how to make these videos. You're all going to get for free today if you stay till the end. Okay, everybody's going to get it. And it will make it so you can make, basically, you don't even have to like prep up for a video. Somebody just comes or your staff member, your front desk, whatever is good. They come and say, hey, you want to shoot a video? You're like, boom, I know exactly what to do. Okay. That's how easy this is really going to be. Now you're going to do all this. And then what's going to happen? Okay. We're talking about making this virtual mag. So here's what's going to happen. This might sound weird, but Facebook is actually going to find, I say people ready to watch, but let's even say just the person ready to watch. Okay. And it's going to be a perfect person, meaning it's going to be a person who is ready to watch at the right time. You're going to start hearing things of patients coming in. They're going to be like, you know what? it was crazy because I was just sitting around the other day and I saw this video come across, and it was about my exact thing that I've been wondering about: my headaches, my neuropathy, my knee, whatever it is. And it just it was just there. So that's why I'm here. Okay. And you're going to sit back and you're going to be like, well, crafty little devil. You're going to smile because all of this is on autopilot. Now, some of you right now are thinking, okay, well, this sounds good. Okay. This sounds good, but it also sounds complicated. And it also, I mean, for what you're talking about, how much is this going to cost? Like, this is one of those too good to be true kind of things. Okay. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm going to give you a visual right now, but I also want to frame what we're talking about here again. I did not tell you that this was going to happen in a week, in a month. Okay. So understand that everything that you're seeing works because of compounding and consistency over time. Okay. That's what we need to hold in our brains, because any second that little, well, this sounds too good to be true. Well, I didn't say it's going to happen in 30 days. All right. So this is visually what it looks like. And if you know anything about Facebook ads, okay, if you know anything about the Facebook platform, this will make sense to you. If you don't, I know it sounds techie, stick around, help's on its way. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay. What I'm talking about here is putting your content, a lot of it, dynamically in front of the right person every day on autopilot. Okay. That's the idea that we're trying to get across. Now, let's talk about the money. We're talking about $1 per video per day. Nothing. It's a nothing burger. All right. So we'll go back to the image. If we're looking at 4 videos here, which, by the way, this is 4, I'd encourage you to do 10. It's easy to do. $1 per video per day. You set it up once and it just goes. All right. That's what it looks like. Now, if you're a normal person, you're thinking, what good does $1 do? Like, honestly, like, what good does it do? Well, remember the frame that we came in through? First off, not much of anything you do is going to look good on the daily basis. I mean, if you want to lose weight, don't look at the scale every day. That ain't going to get you anywhere. Okay. If you give $1, you'll likely only get a couple of views per day. Okay. One video, $1, 1 or 2 views per day. All right. That's probably realistic. Now I'm talking about full video views. If you put a video that's a 10-minute video where you walk somebody through, hey, this is how we help people with neuropathy, 10 videos. I'm talking about 2 views per day. Okay. So let's frame this properly. Now let's put a wider view of what this looks like in terms of compounding. So if you're doing 10 videos, okay, $1 per video, $1 per video, 10 videos over time. Okay. I'm going to be really conservative here. Okay. Everything I'm talking about is very conservative. Okay. We're going to say 2 full video views per day. And before I show you those numbers, I want to make sure that we understand who these full videos are from. They're people in our audience. Remember, they're people who have in one way or another engaged with us. Okay. And at first, our results, because our audience might be smaller, will be one thing, but over time, it'll be a completely different thing. And we'll talk about that specifically here in just a minute. But let's go ahead and get back to this. Okay. So after a week, you do 10 videos. Each of those 10 gets 2 views. Okay. After a month, what does that look like? 560 full views. Okay. Getting better. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's 560 people that right now you're not engaging with. 6 months, 3,362 full views. 1 year, 6,724 full views. All right. And by the way, we're not talking about partial views here. Like maybe somebody watched half of the videos. Okay. or maybe people did other things. We're not talking about that. We're only talking about full video views. Okay. So let's just make sure that we have this, in our in proper context. Now, let's go through a what if scenario. Okay. What if 3% of those viewers actually became patients? What if that happened? What if 3% of those people who watched it, they were like, hey, they've got a friend with knee pain or whatever. They're like, hey, you should go see Dr. So-and-so. Okay. What if, without doing anything, what if when people were coming in for their day 1, day 2s, you saw a 10% increase in new patient conversions? And why would that happen? The biggest thing that keeps people from converting into care is credibility. Okay. So maybe you don't get any increase. I don't know. But what if you got 10%? What would that do? And I have this twice. I don't know why I have it twice. Maybe I wanted to be emphatic. What if you had a 20% improvement in your results with your marketing? You guys, if one of those things happens, just one, it equates to hundreds of highly engaged and qualified new patients. Okay. Most people underestimate what they can do in a month. Overestimate what they can do in a month and underestimate what can be done in an entire year. Okay. That is the point that I'm talking about here. Now, let me summarize real quick. We're going to spend $1 a day. Okay. We're going to set it up and then we're going to touch it monthly. We're going to show it to the right people and the right people are going to see them. And over time, we're going to be a local legend, right? That's what are we done? Did we do it? Not quite. Well, not yet. Okay. We've got the foundation. We're still a little bit of way to go. We got to talk about the 1-2 combo. Ready? Remember, what is number 2? Okay. Well, we talked a little bit before about, everybody, depending on your practice, on your clinic, whatever it is, some of you are going to have larger audiences than others. And so your initial results will always vary based on that. Okay. It's there, but how dynamic and how big is it right now? So one of the things that you can't ever stop doing, we talked about the 2 things we got to do. And one of those things was a growing list, a growing audience. We absolutely have to make sure that if we're going to plug this thing in, we make sure that we're committed to growing that audience every single day. Okay. So $1 a day is great, but unless we have that all-seeing eye out there, building our audience for us, it's not going to work forever. Okay. It will eventually stop working. So here is the punch in the face, 1-2 combo, right? Punch in the face, number 2. When you add in proven, this is important, proven direct response to your marketing, you win. That is an amazing addition. Now, what's direct response? Okay, direct response will be very, it's lead generation, but it's when I said proven, I want to make sure that the leads that I'm generating are qualified. Okay. So qualified leads, that's the gist of what direct response marketing is. Okay. It's meant to bring in qualified leads. It's also meant to fill your schedule right now quickly. All right. This type of marketing gets you revenue quickly. Okay. And it also continues to grow your audience fast. Now, when done right. Okay. And we're gonna make sure that we cover what that actually means. When done right, it's an absolute game changer. Okay. It's an absolute game changer to your practice. Now, some of you, if you've had experiences before where it's not been great, okay, there's a couple of reasons that could be, but one of them, it could be, hey, those leads were not qualified. Okay. That idea is going to become very clear here in just a minute what that means. So we're not just talking about fancy words, you know what they mean. All right. So here's the power of qualified leads. 1, a qualified lead is going to mean you get qualified prospects. Okay. A non-leads today, meaning if you're marketing that's generating these leads, non-leads today catalog your audience for tomorrow. Because remember, they don't have to be a lead to get added into that audience, do they? Right? And the cool thing about qualified leads is when you're getting them and you know how to use them and you got the right process going here, they're going to fuel your growth. Okay. So when you combine this qualified lead approach and your $1 a day strategy, you get the ultimate 1-2 combo. It is the ultimate 1-2 combo because at any given point in time, you have offers and messages going out to qualified people in your community. And at the same time, you have that same group of people on a spectrum, some of them who are ready to be patients right now, and some of them who aren't ready to be patients for a year from now. But as long as you're going to be in business a year from now, you plan on doing that, we want to make sure that we keep that going. Those two things working together is so powerful. All right, we're going to do a quick recap because I know a lot of you are like, maybe some of you are like too much, too fast, whatever it is, right? I love it when people message me, crazy good, knockout. That's a direct message. So if you want other people to see that, throw it in the group comments. I like to see it too, by the way. It's all good. All right, quick recap. We've got this all-seeing eye and we have this new audience. Okay, we're going to take $1 a day. We're going to show them some cool content. Okay. And then in tandem, like with that, we're going to layer in qualified leads and start getting patients today to pay for all of this stuff. One. Okay. And to grow our audience, for tomorrow. Okay. So this plus this plus this. Okay. Now we become a local legend. That is how you become a local legend. I had a call yesterday, and I don't know if she's on the call. I can't see everybody who's on the call, but it could very well be. And she says, you know, we've done lead generation for years. We've done a really good job, but there's a new clinic down the street, and people, they're pulling people away from us, and not from a perspective of like people want to go there, but people confuse the two clinics all the time. So they go there and that clinic doesn't do anything to correct those people. Okay. And so now she's thinking, well, what is going on? What do we need to do? And I said, you got to come to my training. This was yesterday, by the way. It's hilarious. I said, you got to come to my training today. I'm going to talk exactly how to fix that problem. I'm going to show you how to become a local legend. She's like, oh, that sounds awesome. So that's where we're at now. Here's where you're at. Okay. And I want to stop and I want to just take an inventory right now. Okay. You're at a split in the road. You've been introduced to something that sounds cool right now. And some of you are like, oh my gosh, how do I do this right now? I want to go. Then some of you are like, well, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a lot of work, whatever. Well, here's the reality. I don't have to do anything other than say, listen, if you don't do anything, you can leave here right now today. And if you do the same thing you've been doing, nothing will change. But if you try something new, everything can change. All right. All right. So I want to just take a quick break. Has this been valuable, you guys? I mean, let me know. Grab the chat. Has this been valuable so far? Have you learned something new? Is this gibberish? Is this confusing? Grab the chat. Let me know. Let me know that we're on the same page. I've got some stuff I think is really cool. I want to share it, but I mean, I'm not here to share it to myself. If only I think it's cool, then we can go ahead and, be done. Barbara, thank you for the emoji. Robert, excellent. Wonderful. Cool. So you guys, this past hour, and I know some of you, okay, by the way, I'm totally empathetic. Anytime you learn something new, it's always kind of like this. You're just feeling overwhelmed, drinking from a hose. Okay. So I want to take a breath and just say, hey, I know what you've been going through. Oh, see, direct response. I thought that was Spanish. I'm like, oh, I speak Spanish. What is he saying? I'm sorry. Okay. So so you're feeling overwhelmed. Well, let me ask you a question. Okay. You didn't come here to get a sales pitch from me. You came here to learn a method, to learn a strategy, and hopefully you've been given the information you need. But some of you want help doing this. Okay. Some of you want help doing this. So if I had a way to help you do this, do you want to know about it? I don't want to pitch. I don't want to sell anybody. If you don't want to hear it, let me know. If you want to hear how we can help you right now, start doing this. Grab the chat. Tell me, yes, tell us what you got. Let me know that we're on the right track here. All right. You don't have to message me directly. I love you guys. It's okay. Awesome. Do you want to know about it? I got a couple people. Yes. How does it done? What does the video? Okay. Yes. Okay, great. Awesome. So how is it done? Who does the video? We're going to answer those questions. Okay. No problem. Thank you for asking those questions. All right. So implementation is hard. Okay. We've got a team here. We know what we're doing and we are here to help. So here's what it means in this particular training today. Here's what that means. We can help you begin your $1 a day journey right now. Okay. We can help you start getting qualified leads. That's the 1-2 combo today. We can help you do that right now. Instead of doing all of these different things, we can help you start doing just these 2 things, and that's it. Okay. And by the way, we can do it for a fraction of the money, not just the $1 a day, but everything you're going to see. Okay. So before we jump into it, I want to show you what this looks like in 60 seconds. Okay. So the old way of doing stuff, my images are supposed to pop up. Let me see here. Okay. Sorry. Those are appearing in the wrong order. So the old way of doing the agency model, okay, it's broken. It doesn't work. Okay. There's a lot of agencies out there that they just don't do a good idea. And quite frankly, most of the time it's because they just want to make money. They don't care that much about their product. Now, not all of them, absolutely not. But a lot of them are not great. If you look on the side, hey, meeting with my first chiropractor tomorrow. What offer is good to get patients? Help, I'm about to launch my first funnel for a chiropractor. I'm struggling to get the ad copy. Hey, guys, landed my first chiropractor client. Listen, I have no problem with people learning and asking questions. That's fine, but don't do it at the cost of the doctor, right? Or if you do, let them know that you're going to do it. Okay. And so that's one situation. The other situation is people are good at first and then they stink later. They've got terrible support. And quite frankly, the results are terrible. Right now, here's the new way. This is the new way. Patient Stream. Patient Stream rocks because you run it yourself. You don't need an agency to do it. Okay. You run it when you want and whatever you want to run. Okay. Just click, it goes. Now you're thinking, okay, well, I don't know Facebook ads. You don't have to. Okay. You just need to know what condition you want to promote. Click 3 times and it's done, guaranteed. Those are some big claims, Sam. Well, listen, you don't have to take my word for it. Okay. In the next 60 seconds, I will show you demonstratable proof. By the way, we talked about demonstration, haven't we? I'm going to show you demonstratable proof that in 3 clicks, boom, you can do it yourself. Now, grab the chat. I'm going to play this video. It's 60 seconds long. If for some reason the audio isn't coming through, will somebody please let me know? All right, let's roll. What's up, guys? Hey, I hope you're enjoying the webinar. Now, I'm limited on time. I guess I got 60 seconds. So let me show you my proof through a Patient Stream demo. All right, so we are inside the templates categories. So in this section, you find all of the different niches. These are all the promises and the problems that we've identified. In this case, let's go ahead and try a neuropathy campaigns. We've got hundreds of offers, lots for you to choose from. And these are all really great offers. Let's scroll down through. Let's go ahead and launch this thermography neuropathy campaign. All right, the next step, put in our daily budget, put in whatever website you want, and then adjust your radius, just leave it like that, and then hit launch. And that's it. You did it. Let's go see what the ads look like. All right, here's the created campaign. You can see, go ahead and click expand, see all the ad creative, the ad copy, the headline, everything you need. The targeting is all included and it was all done within just a few clicks. All right, I know that was quick. It's probably because it's so simple. So thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the webinar. All right. I always like a quick little recap because sometimes it's like, that was really quick and maybe I didn't follow. Let's go through it click by click. Okay. Click number one, decide what condition you want to promote. Just go through our list like a library, click knee pain. Okay. Then decide what offer you want to run. Now, the offer that we have, the library of offers we have are awesome. They work. We've got proven results, which you're going to see here in a minute. Okay. So click the offer you want to run, set your budget, click and create. Boom. That is it. Now, it just so happens, I said, don't take my my word for it. Okay. It just so happens that this person happens to be on this webinar. You're happy, Dr. Samji, you're going to see yourself. But Dr. Samji has an awesome clinic. I just got 2 clinics. I think just 2 clinics, maybe more, at least 2 clinics. And he is a patient stream user. And we did a cases closed with him where I talked to him about what he would do and some of the things. And if you're looking at this image right now, these are some of the really cool things that he was doing with some of his marketing that really made an even like a more outsized result. But here's what he said.
It's funny. I don't even know how this patient stream works. Like they know how to find the right person that's suffering and bring those patients in, which is amazing.
There he is. And Dr. Sanji, there you are. Okay, our big 3. So if you're looking at this, like, okay, that's cool. Well, where do we really excel? Our big 3 are really in these 3 conditions: knee pain, neuropathy, and sciatica. When I say sciatica, I mean spinal decompression is the treatment. Yes, Suhail Samji's handsome. That's right, buddy. Okay, so these are our big 3. We absolutely crush it with these 3. Now, it's not all. We have over 20 niches. You can see them here. I'll provide information afterwards where we'll give you all the stuff, but ADD, ADHD, allergies, cosmetic, general medicines, functional medicine, knee pain, plantar fasciitis, scoliosis. Okay, all of these things, we have it. And guess what? Just 3 clicks, boom, they go. Cool. And it's easy. It works. And it's approved by Chuck. All right. So don't just take my word for it. All right. You've got Dr. Samji, who, by the way, that was his video, and he is on this thing. He just wrote in the chat, handsome. So he's a user. He's an awesome client. But here's some actual data, some information. So this shows $56,000 in ad spend, and look at the results. Okay. By the way, I got our big 3 here: neuropathy, decompression, neuropathy, knee pain, all that stuff right there. Average cost per lead, $23.65. That's 2,391 leads in that snapshot right there. Okay. These results can absolutely change the way you do it. When I talked about qualified leads, what I mean is if we go so broad, or we try and have our lead generation do everything. Hey, we want people with back pain, neck pain, headaches, but like all these things, you are not going to get qualified leads. But in this case, qualified leads can absolutely change your practice forever. And it did to this doc. Okay. This is Dr. Ray Peavy. And Ray found Patient Stream through a friend who wasn't even using Patient Stream. That's weird, isn't it? It happens. You guys, it happens. This happens in your own practice. Ray came to us and he was in California, is in California. And during some of the struggles, and I mean, California during this COVID thing has suffered lockdowns, all that kind of stuff. And for small business owners like Dr. Peavy, talk about building something up over your entire life only to have it taken away by something that you can't control. So when he came to Patient Stream, he might have been, I'm not going to say the word desperate, but his practice went from, 150 or 180 visits a week, something like that, down to 80 visits a week. And watch what happened when he started using Patient Stream.
We were around about roughly 90 to 105 patients a week on the average. So you take that, go to January, February, within about maybe 2.5 months, we doubled the practice.
Man, it's an awesome result, but I talked with Dr. Peavy. This interview is actually on my YouTube channel. He spends, 45 minutes to an hour talking to me about the transition from where he went. And this is just obviously a 10-second segment of that. I can't tell you how happy it made me to see him be able to use Patient Stream and what's in there at the price it was in there. Because again, I mean, when you're losing patients, the last thing you want to think about is spending money on marketing. You don't go, your headspace doesn't go there. Okay. So even in hard times like COVID, people are succeeding with Patient Stream. Here's Michelle Sims. She says, a little Friday encouragement. Patient Stream is making a big difference in our practice and in the lives of the people in our community. Our next available new patient appointment is in the 3rd week of August. Now, I shared this because this was in the heart of lockdowns this was when things were not good. And right then they were using Patient Stream to take control of their practice the same way you can. So I know you're all thinking, oh, wow, this is pretty amazing. Okay. I love what we've been talking about. This is awesome. I have really bright red hair and this is fantastic. Well, let me just delineate, let me deconstruct what this means, what it means to work with Patient Stream and what you would be getting. Okay. If you want help implementing, that's what we're talking about. Here's what you're getting. Okay. You're getting 20 niche conditions to choose from. It's actually 21. Okay. You're getting proven results. You click, they go. You're getting email and text follow-up automation. Okay. You have access to all that stuff. You don't have to pay extra for it. You get 9 to 5 customer support via chat and email. Okay. And if you need additional help, we'll hop on the phone with you. And then you get 2 active niches of your choice. Now, if you go to any agency right now, they're going to max you out. And they're going to say, okay, well, if you get 1 niche, if you add another niche, we're going to bump up your price. You get 2 active niches and you choose whatever one you want. You can choose from many to 20. Okay. Absolutely phenomenal. And a special deal for you, you're going to get all that for $497 a month. Okay. Now we do have an onboard and setup fee. Okay. But we've got, like I said, we're here. This is special. This is for you guys. Okay. So we're going to waive that and we're going to go down to just $497. You're going to get all that, what we showed you. But I did say, you guys did come here to talk about the $1 a day campaign. It's like, well, hey man, I came here to be a local legend. What about that? Well, the reality is Patient Stream is we're specialized in lead gen. We eat, breathe, sleep. I said this before, didn't I? Lead gen. Okay. But I do guess that you have a point. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. We're going to up this thing a little bit. We're going to call this the local legend special offer. So what I'm going to do is first, I'm going to take that 2 active campaigns. And in this webinar, from this webinar only, I'm going to bump that to unlimited campaigns. Okay. Instead of just giving you the email and text automation, all that kind of stuff, I'm going to give pre-built email and text automation, meaning if you get a knee pain lead, it's going to have pre-built emails and texts that automatically get triggered and start going up to nurture that lead. Okay. I'll give that pre-built. Okay. And then I'll even include review automation. So if you're using any kind of software to do that, you're paying extra for that. You can save $300 a month just by having that. Okay. And guess what? I'm going to set up your $1 a day campaign for free for the first 10 people. Anybody who says this is not a fit for me, or maybe the timing is not right, don't worry. I have a solution for you too. So just, let's hold on just a minute. But the first 10 people, we will do all of that. We'll give you all those upgrades and do it for free. We'll set up the thing for free. Okay. So here's what you're getting. We'll just update this real quick. So 20 niches to choose from. Okay. Proven results, pre-built email and texting. Okay. 9 to 5 support, same thing. Instead of 2 active niches of your choice. Okay. We're going to get away. We're going to be done with that. And we're going to give you unlimited active campaigns. I had a guy literally 2 or a month and a half ago or something like that come in, and his first day, he launched 8 campaigns. He got 27 leads in his first day. Okay. So unlimited active campaigns. And we're going to throw in this review automation. Plus we're going to set up your entire $1 a day campaign for free. Okay. So here's what you're going to get. Okay. Now, real quick, you're getting all of this stuff. And the first 10 people are getting this campaign set up for free. It's $497 a month. Okay. The onboarding is a one-time fee. You're getting all that. If you want to get signed up, grab the link and let me see here. Let me go ahead and I should just copy and paste this link. I'll put that back up here in just a second. Let's see if I can throw that into the chat. So you guys can just click it. Give me one. There's the chat right there. Coming, everybody in the meeting. And there's the link. Boom, there's the link. Now, real quick, get this stinking thing out of the way. All right, there's the link. It's in the chat. If you want to go there, you can go there now, but don't close this browser because I'm not done. Okay, so just a quick recap. If all this did, okay, we talked about 3% of viewers. You guys remember this? We talked about 3% viewers. If all this did was give you 3% viewers, if they became patients, if all this did, would it be worth it? What if only 1%? Who could do the math on 1% of 6,365? What if just 1% became patients? Okay. What about 3% referred you? What if just 1% referred you? What if instead of a 10% increase in conversions, it was just a 5% increase? You guys, you get the point. What if all of the numbers that I gave you that were meant the first time I told you to be very conservative, what if they were even more conservative than that? Would it be worth it? Okay. Would it be worth it? Anytime you do something new, I know these are the things that go through your mind. You want to know, is the juice worth the squeeze? If I take a leap, am I going to regret it? Well, let me just calm your woes even more. Okay. I can't come into your practice and do any of this stuff. Like I can't do it. But what I can do is offer you a satisfaction guarantee. Okay. If you're not happy with patient stream, you don't pay. You don't pay. That's not how I run my business. If anybody and any of my clients who are on here, they know me. If you're not happy with patient stream, you don't pay. Okay. If you have a 3-month agreement and you're not happy with it, if we've for some reason sold you a bill of goods, you don't pay. Okay. Now I'm going to get a little bit crazier here. This is, again, only for the next 10 people, only for the next 10 people. And I haven't been checking. I'll jump over there in just a minute. But for the next 10 people, not only am I going to waive, I'm sorry, I'm going to do all this, but I'm also going to waive your onboarding fee. So you're getting started. I should put a line through that, but you're going to get started for just $497 a month and you're good to go. Okay. Now, the timer's ticking here. Like I said, let's see here. Getting messages. All right. So I've got questions coming in. You guys feel free to throw any questions at me. I'm going to answer those now. That's the offer. If you want it, it is there. If you don't want it, that's fine too. We're trying to make this a fit for anybody who wants to, again, do this right, take the time to grow their practice and have both the short term with our proven platform, as well as the long term with the $1 a day method. Now, I'm going to go back here real quick. Let's see here. Who does the video? How is it done and who does the video? All right. So in just a minute, I'm going to show you guys a bonus that everybody's getting. Okay. I'm going to show you a bonus where it shares a really easy method on how to do the video. I'm not going to come to your practice and shoot a video. I mean, again, this is for people who want something proven. I think most people, honestly, if they knew what to do, they would do it. They don't do it because it's like, listen, I'm afraid I'm going to do this and it's not going to work. Okay. We'll give you the proven method. It's an easy to follow video. It takes 4 minutes. And after that 4 minutes, you'll know exactly what to do. I will say that at the heart of every good piece of content is the quality of demonstration. Okay. Demonstration through treatment, demonstration through modalities, demonstration through anything you can do. Just be creative. Okay. All right. Let's see if we got any more questions coming in. Talk to me about prices on your offers. They said it in a different way, but let me talk to you about prices and our offers. Well, first off, I have a formula. It's called the qualified lead formula. You didn't come here today to talk about the qualified lead formula, but over doing this for 7 years, a very long time, I've learned a couple things. And here they are. One, those who pay attention. Okay. So free offers get you free traffic, get you stinky traffic. Okay. Consultation is not an offer. All right. Price thresholds advance a qualified buyer. So for example, let's say you charge $200 on your first visit. Well, you could probably charge that to somebody who gets referred to you. Another reason why you want $1 a day going. Okay. But if you want patients at scale, you have to make an equation, okay, an exchange where they're like, hey, okay, I'll go in for that. So all the prices are tested. They are proven. The results that they generate are proven to work. Okay. Any other questions? And by the way, I'm happy to answer those questions if I didn't. Did I answer your question, Nazy? Hopefully that makes sense. Any other questions? Grab the chat. Let me know. We've got a minute 32. Oh, okay. I got an update. Looks like we got a couple of people signing up. Very good. Very good. Very good. Awesome. Okay, great. Okay, minute 18. And I can stay for a little. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer those guys. If you don't have any questions, we can go ahead and call it quits now. What do you mean unlimited campaign? Does that mean we give our specialty and you make the videos? I don't make any videos, okay? The videos are made by you. Unlimited campaigns mean we have at Patient Stream, our click and go campaigns, we have 21 niches, and those niches, so I'll give you an example, knee pain, that's a niche, neuropathy, that's a niche, sciatica, that's a niche. These are all different niches. And within those niches, we have over 100 different campaigns. Now, other agencies will say, well, we'll run one for you and it will cost this much, okay? If we run two, it's going to cost you extra. We don't charge you an extra on this unlimited campaigns offer. This is unlimited. If you want to run 10 different campaigns at a time, feel free. Okay, so we're not going to charge you additional money to run more campaigns. Okay. Again, we have the niches we have. If you need a niche list, or if you have a niche that you want to ask, if we have it, you can ask that in the chat and I'll answer that specifically. Okay. If you have a niche that you didn't see, or maybe I went too fast over that part. All right. So here is what I'm going to do. All right. First and foremost, to the people who have signed up, you went over there, you saw everything that we're doing. You will set up an onboarding call and then off you go, ready to go. But for everybody else, because I know timing is everything, you know, just depending on what you're doing, whatever it is. Yes, we can't offer this deal going forward. It's gone. I can't remember what it's gone on the 15th, February 15th. I didn't want to make it on February 14th because that would not be good if your significant other was like, man, all you do is work. So we gave you another day. All right. So you have until then. Now, if the 10 slots filled up, which I've got a couple filled up already, it looks like 3 or 4. If those filled up, then obviously, we won't have it available anymore. But for everybody else, I want to make sure that you have a couple of really cool, just simple guides to get things done. So one is New Patient School, the how-to guide for converting more leads into patients. This is the book I wrote. I'll send you the PDF. You don't have to wait for it. I'll just send it to you. Okay. And then Local Legend. This entire process works by having the right videos and then knowing the right process. So I do a complete walkthrough. I show you how it's done in that PDF. Okay. All you have to do is this. All you have to do is this. Okay. You have to send me an email. Okay. To this email address. This is why I said stick around. So if you dropped off and you're watching this in replay, good thing you came back to the end. But send me an email and you will get both of these gifts. New Patient School and then Local Lead Gen. Local Lead Gen, it'll walk you through how to make the content, how to do everything else. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. Let me just see real quick if there's any other questions. I'll go to the chat again. Go to the chat again. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Awesome. Any other questions? I'll stick around. We still have a few people on, so I want to make sure that I'm not. Dr. Samji, if you want me to set this up for you, you've been a client for a very long time. If you're interested in doing this, I'll do that with you personally. In fact, if you're a patient stream customer currently, email me. Don't email support, please. They're onboarding people and all that stuff anyway. Go ahead and email me. Okay, which by the way, Dr. Samji, we'll just hop on a call. If you want to call me, we'll do that. Thanks for coming, by the way. I really appreciate it. All right, guys. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And hopefully this has been helpful.